Good evening, friends. I'm Dorene Decibus from It Begins with Ink and Paper, and welcome to the 12 Days of Halloween. Today is day 7. We're past that halfway point. Pretty excited to have you joining me tonight, either on the live or on the replay here on Facebook, or on my YouTube channel, It Begins with Ink and Paper, where you will also find the replay tonight after we are done making a treat box. And I'm going to make it from scratch from cardstock. Really easy to do. I'm going to be using the Bag of Bones set. Basically, just boo to you. Let me show you what I'm going to be making tonight. Move that out of the way. Grab my little cheat sheet. So I am going to be making this. Just get it all out. It wouldn't be a holiday if I wasn't making something with Hershey nuggets. So I have 3 Hershey nuggets here. You can use any flavor that you want. I happen to like the ones with almonds, so that's what we're using. So what you're going to need is a piece of cardstock. I'm using Pebbled Path, and it needs to be measured 5 1/4 by 6 inches, and I'll go over all the score marks. You don't need to take a screenshot of this. I will be putting it in the comments afterwards, so it will be there for you. We are going to need a whole bunch of designer series paper, and they're all cut in little pieces. So let's get these 3 out first. You're going to need 3 pieces that measure 1 inch by 3 inches, and we are going to be using these to put around the nuggets. You are also going to need 2 pieces that are 3/4 by 1 1/2. That's these. And they are for the ends of the box. So let me put these over here on this side. So they're going on the box. Then you're going to need 3 pieces right here that are 3/4 of an inch by 3 inches, and these are going to go on the sides of the box. So we have them right here, and you're going to need 2 pieces, and I'm not sure why we need 3. Oh, because of the inside. I remember now. We're going to need 2 of these that measure 1 1/2 by 3 inches, and this is for the top and the bottom of the box. So these are all to decorate the box. These are to decorate the nuggets. And then I cut the smallest circle out of the circled deckled dies, and we're going to do our stamping on that. And then of course I've got some bling that we're going to use afterwards. So I'm going to get my stamping done because it is going to be the fastest part of this project. So I'm just going to ink up in Memento Black ink the Boo to You, and I'm going to circle. There you go. That's all we need to do for our stamping tonight. So I'm going to put that out of the way. The nuggets I'm going to do next. So I'm going to move this paper a little bit out of the way, put our label up there, and I am going to get some snail adhesive. I said that again, Stampin' Seal adhesive, and I'm going to put a piece on each end. And then what I am going to do is to take my candy, and I'm going to place that end that has the adhesive down, and I'm going to wrap the rest around it and have it adhere to the other end. So it's really, really easy to decorate our Hershey nuggets, and it takes no time at all. So all you need is a strip of designer series paper that measures 1 inch by 3 inches. I will tell you that if you try to use cardstock, it's a little harder to apply because of the weight of the cardstock. But if you use designer series paper, it goes on quick and easy. I love using Hershey nuggets for that reason, that they're easy to decorate to match the project that we're doing. And they, you can come by them easily. They come in lots of different types you know, from dark chocolate to milk chocolate to toffee to nuts, all of those things. So I do like using these, and you can make a lot of different projects with them. So those 3 are done. I'm just going to set those out of the way because we need to do some. Let me just move, and that's our little treat box again. I need to get out my scoring tool, my scoreboard, and we're going to do some scoring on this piece. So I am going to start on the 6-inch side, which is this side right here. All right. And I am going to be scoring, so I'm going to use my cheat sheet because there's a lot of scoring on this project and I don't want to forget anything. We're going to start at 3/4 of an inch. Then we're going to 1.5 inches. Then we are going to 4.5 inches. And then finally to 5.25 inches. Okay, so again, this was 3/4 of an inch, 1.5 inches, then 4.5 inches, and 5.25 inches. So I'm going to turn this now to the shorter size, the 5.25 inch, 3/4 of an inch. Then I'm going to go to 2.25 of an inch, then to 3 inches, and then to 4.5 inches. So again, this is on the shorter side, and I'm scoring again at 3/4 of an inch, 2.25 of an inch, 3 inches, and 4.5 inches. And that is all of the scoring we need to do for this box. So as you join me live or on the replay or on my YouTube channel, please make sure you say hello and tell me where you're from so I know where you're watching from. That is always so much fun. So I'm going to now do some cutting on this. So this box, the lid and the bottom of the box are all in one piece. So I'm going to hold it again on the 6-inch side, and I am going to cut this corner out. This is going to be the top of my box. So on both sides, I'm just going to follow those score lines, and I'm going to go up here, and I am going to snip that off. And I'm going to do the same right beside it. There we go. Oops, let's just grab that piece out. And then what I'm going to do, because this is going to be my lid, I'm just going to miter this is going to be the part that goes in and closes the box. So I'm just going to miter that in. Now I'm going to hold the box this way. And I am going to now cut all the way up to the second score line. And then I am going to cut off the very end of this. And then again, I'm going to just go, and this is the piece that's going to be going on the inside. So I am going to just miter that as well. And then I'm going to the opposite side. This is going to be our box, and I'm going to do the same thing. Cut all the way up to the second score line. And then I'm going to cut off just the end flap and miter that edge. And that's all we need to do to create our box. So let's just get those paper scraps out of the way. So I'm going to give each of these score lines a really good burnish with my bone folder. Again, anytime I'm doing something with a fold in paper crafting, I want to really make sure I burnish those edges really well, give it a really good crease. It's going to help put the box together nicely. If I see that something doesn't look straight, I can fix it as I'm folding those edges in. And then we just need to decorate our box. You can see how quick and easy this box is coming together. It is not a difficult box, and it will hold 3 Hershey nuggets really nicely. So this is a great project to keep on hand because there's lots of reasons you could be making a container for Hershey nuggets. It could be that you are making something for a baby shower, for a Christmas stocking, for all sorts of reasons. Okay, so we have all our score lines. As I said, this is our lid. That's going to come down like this. So what we need to do now is bring these pieces in like this, and then I'm going to fold this piece over these parts that are glued, and it's going to kind of hide it for me. So let me just start doing the glue. So I am going to put some stamp and seal on the outside of these tabs. So I want to get all my adhesive on. And then as I put this together, this piece is going to fold over. So I'm going to want some adhesive on this side. There we go. Okay, so let's put this together. So I just want these corners to come together. Quick and easy. And there we have our box. And it just slides closed like that, and it stays closed nicely. So quick and easy to make. So now it's time to do some decorating. So I'm going to take these outside pieces and I am going to attach them to the box. So this is the front of my box. I'm going to want these two guys right on top there. There we go. I'm also going to take one of these pieces and it's just going to go on this so that when you open the box you have a little bit of the designer series paper there. And I am going to actually trim a little bit of this off. So I'm just going to go on this side here and cut that little piece away. And there's just barely an edge. There we go. So that's for the top of the box. Now I'm going to be decorating the two short sides. So one side is going to get the head of the skeleton. There we go. And this side is going to get the leg. So like I said, I love these boxes that I can make quick and easy with just a piece of cardstock. They just make everything so nice. So now on the front, I'm going to put this head and leg going right across this little 3/4 inch by 3 piece. There we go. And then I'm going to get this side. I just love this designer series paper. It's just a great Halloween, has just some great Halloween patterns. So now we have all 4 of those sides. So now we're just going to do the bottom. I like to really have my treat boxes all the way, even on the bottom. You don't have to put it on the bottom. I like doing that. So I'm going to open this back up. So I just got to get my fingernail under here. And I want to show you how nice these nuggets can fit right in. So they fit in perfectly and they look great with the designer series paper. So I love that. So now I'm going to close it and finish the box off for you. So I'm going to take, because I'm using the Pebbled Path, it's one of our new in colors, and we have this great twine that goes with it. So I'm going to use this to tie the box together. But what I want you to notice is I don't want to necessarily tie it the short way. I want to go the long way. And I'm just going to tie it in a loose knot so that this can come out easily and you can open it up and pull it out. I'm going to use a dimensional to go over the Boo to You. So I'm just going to grab this. I'm only going to be tying a knot, so I don't need a ton of extra twine. This is a really nice thick twine, so it makes it really easy to just tie a pretty loose knot so that someone can get in it, but it also holds the box closed if you're traveling or you're throwing it in a bag to bring it to someone at work or somewhere else. So we've got that little knot there, and I'm just going to trim that twine, put it off to the side. So that part is done. And now we have our Boo to You that I am going to put right here in the center. And I am going to use some dimensionals. So let me grab my little tiny dimensionals. And I am just going to put one at, let me just make sure I'm holding the circle the right way. I'm going to put one at the top and one at the bottom, so it's going to go right over that piece of twine. And by using the dimensionals, there's enough room for this to just sit right on top. So I'm going to put that right designer series paper is. I could put it anywhere I want it. I do want the little skeleton to show right here. Sorry, I think that I lost my connection for a moment. And then I'm going to take the 2023 to 2025 in color dots, and I'm going to use the Pebbled Path ones, and I am going to add some of those. So I think on this one I'm going to put them in a different place. I'm going to put just like that. Let's get that where I want it to go before I push it down. That's what I like about these. You don't have to push them down until you're right where you want them to be. And let's see, I am going to put the other one. No, I think I'm going to put it in about the same spots. So then I will put one right down here. So it gives it just that little bit of shimmer. So that is our treat box for tonight. You could definitely get a whole bunch of these done in a very short amount of time and put in your 3 Hershey nuggets, and you have a great little treat for a neighbor, for a colleague, for a child, anyone you want to recognize on Halloween. So that's our 7th day of Halloween, these cute little Hershey Nugget snack boxes. I will be back tomorrow night, again at 8 o'clock, to share with you another project, and I am going to make a fun fold with you tonight for a card, and it's going to be all themed around, I think we're doing pumpkins again. So we'll be working with the Pick of the Patch set. So thank you for joining me. Remember to say hi in the comments, follow my page, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I appreciate all of the support you give through my Facebook page and my YouTube channel for my small business. Have a great night, everyone, and I will see you again at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Bye-bye, everyone.